everyone, and happy Wednesday. I hope it's a happy Wednesday for you wherever you are. If you're coming back, God bless you. Um, if you're new and stick it out for the 10 minutes or less that I'm going to be rambling today, God bless you too. If you feel like liking and subscribing, that's okay too. Uh, but anyway, I'm here. So let's get started. I have spent a good part of this week being stressed after uploading my video last week. And I hadn't told, there was actually only one person that I told I was uploading the video, and nobody else. I think at the time I had a whole 8 subscribers. Now I might have 10. Um, so a couple of them have watched, I think. I wouldn't even know how to figure out who these people were, because not only do I not really know how to edit a video or any of that stuff, that's kind of maybe somewhere in the future for me. But anyway, I stressed a lot this week about thinking, okay, I've done this, I've come back, what am I going to talk about next week? What's my topic? Oh my gosh, what's my topic? And I said to myself yesterday, just stop it. Stop it. You are doing this for yourself. You're doing this kind of like a journal. I don't like to write, and I know that people find really good value in sitting down and journaling every day. And while I think of lots of things that would be good to journal, I am not somebody who likes to sit down and write. I'm just not. So to me, this is a way for me to kind of journal, keep track of my path going forward. And so it doesn't really matter whether or not I have a specific topic. I'm just going to record what I feel like recording. And if people click on it and want to listen to the rambling, rambling. Um, I can't tell a short story. Neither me or my son, too much to my family's frustration. But anyway, okay, enough of that. There's just a couple of things I want to touch on today that happened in a moment that to me felt like maybe I should just, memorialize here. I had to take my car in for a 60,000 mile checkup. So I called yesterday, got a quote, told him, it was an A1, and what does that mean? And how much is this going to cost me? And he named a figure, and I was like, okay. Took the car in this morning. I'm also somebody who likes to, I don't want to be late. I'm not competitive per se, but I'm not late. I just don't do late. And if I've got to be somewhere, I'm always early. And if I have to take my car someplace or drop something off, I'm always early. So the dealership opens at 7 o'clock. And now, the last time I went, I got there at, I think, maybe 6:45. And man, there was already a ton of cars there. So this morning, I'm going to get there really early. So I did. I got there at 6:30. I don't know, that has nothing to do with the story. Sorry. Anyway, when the service technician came and took me inside, and we were talking about everything, and I was, he was asking the typical questions. Is there anything that, that you're concerned about? Anything we need to know? No, nothing related to the car anyway. So he said, okay, it's going to be about $1,100. And I went, what? I said, no, that's not what they told me yesterday when I called. I told him exactly what I needed. He told me it was going to be I think he said 735. And he's like, oh, well, and to be perfectly honest, I can't even remember what it was. It was something about draining the radiator. Yeah, that's draining the radiator. Hang on, it's really dry here. It's so dry here. Anyway, it was drain the radiator and do this and do that, and it was going to add on another, I don't know, $289. I was like, hey, I mean, excuse me, but are you trying to upsell me? Are you trying to upsell me? He was like, no, 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 I'm not trying to upsell you. I'm just saying that, with given the miles on your car. And I said, but I don't need those things, right? Well, no, but, and I went, no, no, I'm sorry. I said, I've been bringing my car here. And the reason why I bring my car here is because no one has ever tried to upsell me. I feel that I can trust you, that you're not going to tell me that I need something that I don't. I feel that your pricing is fair. And I'm sorry, but I really feel like you're trying to sell me something that I don't really need. And I'm sorry, but it offends me. I mean, 3 years ago or so, probably maybe before COVID, I probably wouldn't have said anything. I would have just been, oh, all right, if they say I need that. So anyway, he felt really bad. Obviously, I made him feel bad. And to be perfectly honest, I think I meant to make him feel bad. Anyway, he tried to make amends by getting me a loaner car. That didn't happen, so I went back and he got me a rental car. So that was almost more trouble than it was worth. But I did appreciate it. When I dropped off the rental car and went back to get my car and picked it up, he motioned for me to come in to the service counter, and he apologized and said to me that he really truly was not trying to sell me. Sell, yes, sell, not sale, sell. He was not trying to upsell me, that he truly was recommending something that is typically done at the mileage that my car is at. So I was like, it's okay, I said, but just know that this is why I've always brought my car back to this dealership, as I told you this morning, because I felt, that. So I felt good about kind of calling him out on that. But I'm really sorry. This isn't really where I was going with this. When I finally got in the rental car and I was on my way to work, I started thinking about the fires, because that's really been on my mind a lot, and probably on anyone who lives in California and people who live outside of California. Anybody who has any kind of connection to California can't have heard about the fires and the devastation. And I would imagine that almost everybody that I've spoken to knows someone that has been affected in some way. And again, that's been on my mind a lot. And that's probably another reason why I hadn't really given much thought about what I might say on here, because it's like, I can't come on here and complain. I can't come on here and feel sorry for myself. But I'm in a rental car. I just dropped my car off for an expensive, 60,000 mile checkup. But thank God I can pay for it. There are so many people who can't. And I really, really need to take that in. I need to, oh gosh, I didn't mean to get emotional about this. I really need to be grateful, and I need to spend more time being grateful for what I have. Yes, I want to retire. Yes, there's a lot of things that I would like to do that I haven't, that I can't. But I have a job. I have a job that pays good, pays really well, that allows me to, live in San Diego, live by myself. So in light of everything that's happening, and there are so many people who have lost so much, I just want to express how grateful I am for everything that I do have. And I hope that you all feel the same. No matter what you're going through, no matter what's happening, there is always, always something you can be grateful for. Always. Just look for it. and it's there. So again, I'm sorry, I didn't really mean to get emotional, but um, you know, gratitude is so important now. It's just so important. So the other quick little thing, oh my gosh, I see I'm at 10 minutes. I was going to keep this at 8. I was setting up my little studio. It's kind of a joke. This is the only corner in my house that actually has any kind of light. So I've got my tripod, you know, standing on boxes, and my screen tilts this way and that way. And so I'm messing with it. And I see out of the corner of my eye, it's hard for you to see behind me, but where I'm pointing, I have a screened in porch, and there's a screen door on the side, and that's where people can come in and leave packages, and that's where usually people come when they're coming to see me. So out of the corner of my eye, I thought I saw something, and I turned around, and there was the FedEx guy, and he was just kind of standing there. He had packages in his hand, and kind of looked at me, and he mouthed, "Are you YouTubing?" I went, yeah. So I went to the door and I opened the door and I said, "Hi, thank you for bringing the packages in, because I really appreciate that when they do that." And he's like, "You're YouTubing?" And I said, "Yeah, what made you think that?" And he goes, "I don't know. I just saw you setting up your, your iPad." He goes, "Do you need any help?" I was like, "No, no, no, no." And he goes, "Man, I just think that that's so cool that you're doing that. And what made you do that? How long have you been doing that?" And we had a conversation for like 2 or 3 minutes, and which I appreciate it because I know how much of a hurry they are in. But it was just the moment when you never know when someone is going to kind of cross your path, that you kind of you have a moment. And we did have a moment. He was like, "I'm going to go home. I'm going to tell my wife. I'm going to tell my mother too. I think that this is something that they could do. If, you know." So again, he was asking me all kinds of questions. I just thought it was so sweet. So anyway, I just wanted to say that, because don't discount those things that kind of happen to you kind of on the spur of the moment. Kind of take them in and, think about it and smile about it, and, kind of be grateful that, and happy maybe that he's going to go home and say something to somebody he knows, and maybe they'll do the same thing. Maybe it'll make a difference in their life. So I'm so, so sorry. I've rambled on for 12 minutes and 35 seconds, and given that I have no idea how to edit, that's what I'm uploading. So stay safe, stay positive. If there's hard things that you need to do, pick one and do it. We can do hard things. Till next time, bye.